Hey everybody, I'm Joe Flip. I am a musician that does live streaming, and I've made some videos with some live streaming tips for musicians like yourself. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to hook up your mixer into your digital interface into your computer for live streaming your music. So let's get into it. Alright, so the equipment you'll need a mixer and a digital interface. If you already have a mixer that you use for your gigs, I'm sure that should be fine. You don't really have to go out and buy a special mixer. If you already have a digital interface, that should work fine too. If you don't have either one, just about any mixer and any digital interface should be fine. I'll put links in the descriptions for all the stuff that I'm using. I'm actually using this Bose Tone Match mixer and a PreSonus Studio 24C for my interface. So you'll need a cable to connect the mixer to your interface and a cable to connect the interface to your computer or laptop. Usually these interfaces will usually come with a little USB cable that connects to your laptop automatically. Now, depending on your mixer, it might depend on what kind of cables you need. Now, for my mixer, the output is a 1/4 inch jack. So I have a 1/4 inch jack going out of my mixer into an XLR into my interface. Now this interface, like most of them, will take 1/4 inch or XLR, so either way should be fine. So just figure out which kind of cable you need to output your sound from your mixer to the interface. Now for listening to your monitor mix, there's basically two ways you can do it, just like any other gig. You can do what I'm doing, is where I'm actually sending a monitor send through this 1/4 inch cable to my stage monitor. So I just have a typical monitor you would use for a gig. That way I can hear everything in the monitor, and you can also adjust your levels. If you want to use in-ear monitors, headphones, or use a headphone jack, you can use that too. So obviously, before you do everything, you want to check your EQ, your reverb, compression, your settings. So the more high level of a mixer you get, the more options you'll have with that stuff. So adjust all your settings and then send that out to your digital interface. And once it's playing through there, you want to set the gain structure again. So you want to make sure it's not clipping on here first, then send it to your interface, and then make sure it's not clipping on your digital interface. Now on your interface, it's typically just a USB cable that goes from here to your laptop or computer. Now you might need to get a couple extra cables. So what I'm using here is I have this Logitech Brio webcam. So I have that goes into my laptop. Now I just got the newer Mac laptop that has those really thin Thunderbolt, I'm not sure the exact name of these thin USB cables. So and that's all they have on these newer laptops. You know, the older ones will have the thicker USB cables. So what I do is I actually have this USB hub / port. So I have my Ethernet connection goes straight into my USB hub here. I have my digital interface goes into here. And then I have this going into my laptop. So what that does is it gives the direct Ethernet internet connection. It sends all the signal from my mixer and interface, and then I have a separate USB cable coming from my webcam for my live streaming. So you don't have to get one of those, but you definitely want the direct Ethernet hardline connection for internet. So you might have to get a couple adapters based on what you have there. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to hook up everything in your live stream program. So I have another video where I showed you how to do this in OBS. I have a Mac, so I use Ecamm. So Ecamm is great for Mac users only. If you use PC, there's other programs to use for that. And again, I'll have links for these in the description here. Okay, so we're in Ecamm right now, Ecamm Live. So now there's other videos on how to get everything signed up here, but you know, once you log into your Ecamm account, you can sign up, you can log into all your other accounts, so like Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and everything. Another nice option what you can do here is you can do record only. So you can record your performance before you go live, which is very recommended. All right, so what you're gonna do in Ecamm is you're gonna click on camera, and you can choose your camera. The next thing you're going to do is go to mic, and I'm going to choose my Studio 24C digital interface. So anytime you hook up your interface to your laptop or computer, you just choose that as an option for your audio device. And then obviously your mixer goes into the interface, so it's going to pick up all that audio signal together. Now, right now I'm going to record only, but I can go to Facebook, I can send it to YouTube, I can send it to unlisted or public or private. Another thing you want to do is you go up to the Ecamm Live tab, click on Preferences, go to Audio, and make sure this is unchecked. So use echo cancellation. That's if you're using this for like talking like with other people, like a Zoom kind of call. So you want to have this unchecked, otherwise it's going to have some weird audio options on your live music performing. For the stream option, I use high quality video, high quality audio, 30 frames per second. If I'm streaming to Facebook, I just keep it at 720p because I believe as of right now, live streaming is maxed out at 720p anyway. So I just keep it at that. If you want to send it to YouTube, you can do you can do 1080, you can do 4K. So it gives you those options. Another option you can get to your camera and audio settings is right here. So this top option right here gives you options for all these overlays like I'm using. This next option, so again, I have my Studio 24C interface on. I have everything else muted. I don't want any other microphones on through my webcam or through my Mac laptop or anything. Make sure this is unchecked. Camera effects, I'm not using any of that stuff here. Sound effects, I'm not using that. This is for reading your Facebook comments or your live comments during your feed. And then this is your settings option here. All right, everybody, so that is about it. Just to kind of recap here, you want to have your mixer first. You set everything up just like you're doing a gig, your EQ, reverb, compression, etc. You want to send a monitor send to yourself so you can hear it. So either use just a typical stage monitor or use in-ear monitors, headphones, whatever you want to use. And then the next thing you do is output that signal into your digital interface. Check the gain structure on your mixer first, then check the gain structure on your interface. Make sure it's not clipping. If you need to use a USB hub or port, like what I'm using, you can get one of those, and then that way you can put everything into that, and then that goes right into your laptop. So that is it. Hopefully this helps answer some questions for you guys. If you have any questions, you can leave comments in the comments section, or you can shoot me an email through my website. Again, there are links in the description to all the equipment that I'm using, the equipment that I recommend, a free trial to use an Ecamm if you're a Mac user, and there are other videos on my playlist here that offer live streaming tips if you want to learn more about that. Other than that, best of luck, guys. Have fun, play some music, and we will talk to you soon.